Good afternoon. I'm going to start my piece for Feather Stitch House, Rebecca Tamasari. She's doing a pick of the pots where she chooses each week a colour, a shape and a stitch. So this week's the colour is primary, the shape is an 8-point star and the stitch is going to be the woven wheel. Now, Rebecca did a compass, which looked far too complicated for me. And I thought, if I put two squares together and twist one, I'm going to get my 8 points. So that's exactly what I've done. And then for my wheel, I've cut a circle out the middle here, as you can see. And that's where my wheel is going to go. My woven wheel. That'll do. First of all, to get rid of the annoying pins, I'm going to stitch just a running stitch with some ordinary Gutermann cotton, because otherwise the pins are going to be a pain because they will catch on everything. So I will quickly do that. I'm doing it all in felt. The reason I chose felt is because I knew I was going to be cutting a circle out of the middle, and if I'd have done that in fabric I would have had to have interfaced it because it would shred basically. Yeah, so it's felt on the background, so yellow, red and blue. I think that's the primary colours, I'm pretty sure if I say that. Yeah, so I shall probably speed you up a little bit if my knot stops coming through while I stitch this on. Actually, I'm daft. If I just do the red one, that'll hold it all on, won't it? Yeah, let's start that again. I'm doing, it's kind of like a back stitch, but a gappy one, so that it ends up looking like a running stitch basically. So let's try that again. I just had that thought whilst I was looking at that. I thought, if I just do the red, it'll hold the blue on as well. Half the stitching time. Yes, I can be that lazy. Right, we'll try again. Yeah, I'll catch up with you when it's stitched on. Right, I thought I'd pause you. Yes, I've gone all the way around the red square. and then round the inner circle as well, because it was starting to pop up because it's the 2 layers. So now you need to divide your wheel by an odd number. I'm going to do 5, and I'm going to cheat mercilessly because I've got a hexagon template, and if I put the hexagon in there and mark, I just want to try and get it straight. I think this is, I've managed to wonk this for some reason, but anyway, right. These are Helix templates, so they're very cheap. They are very inexpensive, and they're quite useful actually. Just got to get it lined up. Sorry, I can't actually see. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for the middle, I'm going to guesstimate about there. It's a heat erasable pen, so let me just get my, so it's 4.2, so it should be 2 point, yeah, that's about right. Yep. It's going to be slightly up, but yep, that's fine. Oh, well done, Susan. Right. Okay. So for the thread, I'm going to use this Razzle because these look great if you use a variegated yarn thread. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. You need quite a bit. The trouble with this thread is it wants to start unraveling itself as you're stitching, so we'll see how it goes. Because we're not actually stitching, we're going to be using the back end of the needle to go weaving. It might be all right. So now Rebecca does give you a very good hint, and that is don't be tempted to put your first thread in the middle because you're going to be going through the middle a lot, so you want your knot away from the middle. So you do your spokes basically. Try not to split that thread because it might cause problems. Right, and then it's just a case of weaving. So I'm going to come up, come away from where I just went down. So let's come up here. So we'll call that an under, over, under. Ooh. Right, let me just do this first one. That'll stop that slipping then. Oh no. God. Don't do this. Right, okay. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, etc, etc. This might have been a mistake, this thread. It does not want to stay put, but it's the only one that I had with yellows in it, so you do have to hold it down because it does start to want to go up if you like, so you just want to keep your thumb on it. So because I'm doing that, what I'll do is I'll carry on and I'll come back when it's a little bit bigger and you can see how hopefully the variegation is working. So I'll come back in a little while. All right. Right, I've decided to stop using this thread. It's looking lovely and variegated, but it, what I call, bruises really easy. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's starting to, I don't know if you can see, just in under this one, there's like a kink in the thread there because of where it's been sat in the needle. So I'm going to stop there with that one, and I'm going to join in with, I don't know, it's a perle cotton, it's a random one that I've got here, so I'm going to carry on with this one, and hopefully it will sit a lot easier than the silkier thread. So just had a mad visit from my youngest daughter. She's out dog walking. She went, "Mum, can I use your loo?" I was like, oh my God, right, okay. She went, "Oh, thank you." I said, "You're welcome." Right, so I stopped it in there. See, it's so slippery, this thread, it's unbelievable. Oh no, I pulled it too tight. Yeah, there's that kink, look, can you see it right there? Yeah, because that's kind of where it's got bruised from being in the needle. I call it bruised, it's probably not the right word, but no, it's just all popped up. Just lay down, behave yourself. Right, so I went under there, so I need to come over here. So I'll just try and get it in there. She said there's a load of thunder coming, so if you hear it, or if you're afraid of thunder, then right, over, under. So I shall carry on with blue. It'd be like a target in the end, won't it? I've also got some of my hand dyed yellow, so I thought I might put some of that on the outside. We'll see. So I'm going to pause you again, I'm afraid, because this, you know, this does take a while. So, oh yeah, here comes the thunder, and that way you might miss the thunder and lightning. So I'll come back in a bit. Right, I'm running out of room now. So just went under, over, under. Yeah, I'm wishing I'd put in, when it started to get really gappy, I'm wishing I'd put in some more spokes to keep weaving, but I think that's probably about all I can get under there. Kind of run out of room now, so just going to come down by the last spoke. You do kind of have to manipulate it a bit. But there we are. Right, okay, it's pretty, it really does look like a target though. So that's it really. I am going to just put some French knots in those blue corners because I don't want them to start. Oh, I've done it again. I did this last time, pulled it too tight. Rats. Let me just undo that knot. Luckily I didn't do it up too tight. Yeah, when you're tying your knot, do not pull too hard. Otherwise this happens. Right, okay. I'll leave that. I'll put a dab of glue on the back there. That'll be fine. So there we are. yeah, let's just put in some, I'll use this one again, I think. Just a couple of French knots just on each one, and then we'll call it done. So it's just slightly wonky looking at it now, unless it's my eyesight. It looks slightly off that way, but never mind. We did it. So yeah, let me know. Are you joining in with this? I'm doing it just for the stitches more than anything. So just to sort of keep practicing them, and because I get awfully stuck in my ways with stitches, so it's good to get outside your old comfort zone, I suppose. Now I'm going to be very, very naughty. I'm going to stretch it across here. Sorry, I'm dragging it out of the camera there. Pardon me. I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it, okay? As long as you don't pull tight, you can get on to. Sorry. You can sometimes get away with it. Stop slipping. Right, I'm calling that done. Just going to travel that along the back here, because I say this does want to undo itself all the time, this thread. This is what I mean. I've actually done it. Yeah, see the way it bruises like that, where the needle's been, we've been pulling it through, and that caused that kink in the wheel and there as well. So it's a bit naughty for that, but it's so pretty, we'll let it off. So there we are. That's one 8-pointed style with a, what's it called, woven wheel in the middle. Again, I think you can add another spoke in, really ideally from here upwards. I should have put in another spoke, and it would have changed the texture, but it would have held the thread a lot better, because it's very gappy here. You got really big gaps. But anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you for the next one next week. Bye.